Hello, it's a beautiful morning here in Middle Tennessee, and what better way to start off our day than in consideration of the Word of God? Appreciate you so much taking a few moments out of your busy schedule this day to think about some things which are spiritual with me for just a few moments. As we think about what we're doing in these short videos, we're in a series on connections. We've been talking about the connection between a husband and a wife, and in the last video, we talked about allowing the Lord to build our homes, whether it be between a husband and a wife, or between parents and children, or children and parents. And we continue in that same vein with thinking about life's most important connections and talking about the connection between parents and their children. You know, it's unfortunate that today many children feel as if they're viewed as a mistake, or that they're viewed as someone who's a disappointment or a burden to their parents. Sometimes parents will add to this when they'll talk to their children about how their life might have been different. They think for the better if they had not had those children. But what I want you to appreciate are the words of the psalmist in Psalm 127 when he says this: Behold, children are an heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior, so are the children of one's youth. Happy is the man who has his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with their enemies in the gates. Notice how children are described within the home. It says that children are an heritage or a gift from the Lord. He said the fruit of the womb is a reward. We need to view children in such a way. It says, happy is the man whose quiver is full of them. The idea that we find blessing in children. Let me say this, that as we think about the connection between parents and children, that one thing that'll make that connection so very strong is when we view our children in the way God intended for us to view them, the way that God views them, and when we express in our words and our actions that we view them in that way. Are you showing your children in the way that you speak and in the way that you talk that you see them as a blessing from divine origin, as a blessing from God, that you see them as something that's not a detriment or a harm in your life, but instead something that is a blessing in your life? Are you letting them know that they make you happy and that they are among the greatest blessings that you have in this life as you count your blessings? We need to be viewing our children in this way. And now I don't mean to say by that there aren't times when perhaps our children will disappoint us, when they may break our heart, when they may hurt us, but nevertheless, may we understand that they are gifts entrusted to us by God. And every day and in every way, may we express to them our love for them, the way that we view them as being something that God has given us, a reward in this life, and a blessing that brings us joy and happiness.